You know, a lot of organizations today place a premium on critical thinking, and in that order. What happens is we get leaders who are very critical, very scrutinizing, very sort of evidence-based people. Their posture is sort of like this. And the challenge is that that doesn't really motivate people. That puts people in a position of fear. It infears them. It transmits fear and anxiety to the people who are working for that leader. I think it's important, in our work we talk about two different types of leaders. There's one leadership disposition that is about fear stoking. They're putting fear inside of people in order to get things done and hold them accountable. Fear is a huge motivator, and it frankly works, otherwise they wouldn't do it. But it has debilitating impact over a long period of time. So if you're in-fearing people and stoking their fears and anxiety, it displaces their courage and causes them to be discouraged. We call those spillers, because they're spilling the courage of the people that work for them. I contrast that with the other leadership disposition, and this is a leader who nudges people into discomfort for the good of their own career, who sometimes is tough so that that person grows into new skills, who doesn't accept lower standards, and this person ends up putting courage inside of the individual. They actually encourage them. And so we call this person a filler. So we contrast between spillers and fillers. And in my own life example of this is I reported to two people at the same time when I worked for Accenture, one of the world's largest management consulting companies. And one of the leaders would look at a situation and they would go, "Oh, look at that. That's a problem. Do you realize how that puts us at risk? That is a problem that's getting ready to explode, and if you don't handle that, you're going to be in big trouble. This is on you. Do you understand?" So it's motivating me to be really conscientious by their fear. I want you to be afraid. The other leader that I reported to, at the same time, would look at a very similar situation, kind of go, "Well, Bill, there's a lot of opportunity there. There's a lot of opportunity there. And if you're able to clean that situation up, I think it'll be good for your career, because you've been trying to develop these skills, and if you think about it, this situation is ripe for the development of those skills. I'm going to help you. I'm going to support you. I know it's going to be hard, but I'm here with you." Now, which one do you think I rather would work for? Now, both of them I'm going to do a good job for. I'm going to be very afraid of not screwing up for this person, and I'll do a good job. But I want to impress this person and do a good job. The distinction to me comes down to this: the most overused phrase in the history of business. What keeps you awake at night? What keeps you awake at night? Why are we proud to answer what keeps you awake at night? As if fear and anxiety is some badge of leadership honor. What keeps you awake at night gets you talking about your fears, the risks that are out there, the problems, the things we have to be critical about. I'd rather work for a leader who talks about what gets them up in the morning than what keeps them awake at night. But when's the last time you went to a conference and had a panel up there and heard somebody in the audience ask the question, "Hey, I'd like you to each comment on what keeps you awake at night"? Everybody asks that question. But how about somebody raise their hand and say, "I just wonder what gets you up in the morning"? Because it's a better question. It's an optimistic question. It's a question of hope. It doesn't transmit fear.